All right. About that time we decide to get started. Niners versus the Rams. Let's see. Your defensive corner wants to discuss the next opponent. Let's see what he's talking about. Hey, Coach, what's the game plan for Todd Gurley? The guy's an absolute home run hitter. We don't lock down our gaps. He's liable to score from anywhere on the field. How do you want to handle it? Slow him down. We'll manage him as well as we can. I don't think we'll be able to shut him down completely, but I don't think we have to. If we can just slow him down, I think we can pull out the win. I like the approach. We don't have to stop him. We just have to contain him. Let's do it. Beat the Los Angeles Rams. Hold them to one or fewer rushing TDs. See what the injury report is. We have nobody hurt. Everybody at full strength. Well, we had a slew of victories until we faced the Falcons. Lost by a field goal. Had to be there. Now we got the Rams. Let's see what they're looking like. Okay, slew of losses. 14-28 to the Bills, lost to the Falcons 7-21, lost to Seattle 21-24, then 21-24 again to Saints, 14-20 Jets, then they won against Seattle 35-14 in a second meeting, lost 17-20 Carolinas, then they started their W 17-14, 17-14 Panthers and Eagles, bye week 35-7 smashed the Dolphins, shut out the Cardinals on the second try around, 35-0, and then 38-28 to the Patriots. Time for us to take care of them too. There ain't nobody. Offensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year. Hebert's still there. Offensive rookie. I got to put McCray back up there. Quarterback. Running back, McCray. Best wide receiver, McFarland. Best offensive lineman, Sapp, second place. Best defensive lineman, Hebert. Oh, my boy Fletcher that went down. Defensive back, Madden. God dang it, I'm not finished. Nope. We go. No, I just gotta look at. Dang, still zeros? Yeah, that's crazy. $83 to $79. Let's make it happen.
It's Gurley power. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal.
We got to lay you on your back.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line.
Oh, man.
Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Well, look now at our
Hebert, Averill, Donnell, and Reese.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Fletcher, Burrow, O'Neal.
It's all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle.
Batten, Ace, Love, Abbott, and Riddick.
To take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Dang. Get off my man. Get off my man.
Continuing to fight for more.
Dang.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here's the first.
All right, Colby Hicks, 46 TDs, 20 interceptions. Not a good look.
We get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The play action fake.
You by yourself.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Now.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Now.
George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away.
Win first.
Where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay,
you ain't going nowhere.
Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 24 carries, 113 yards, and a score. Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And
Neil.
Scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the
what I'm
defense
talking
pokes
about.
at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Oh, O'Neal caused it and took it.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
O'Neal hit it out,
to make it
picked it up,
14-0.
and took it for a touchdown.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Let's try it again.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Where you thought you was going?
Up on that play, back at the 20. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them.
Got him.
Right?
He ain't going nowhere.
The 49ers get there.
Reese. Okay, Reese.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Yeah, I'm mad.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33.
Damn. Try to maneuver.
Punt of 54 yards, well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Robinson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. McCray. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was dangerous.
I saw the blitz. That's why I threw it.
Picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. McCray. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Where he jumping to?
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Damn.
Oh, my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was Fletcher that did it.
Right there, how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
He would probably stop him, but Fletcher did the tackle.
Dominating it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So
that's
how are you
Fletcher.
Combat that? If you bring in your tight end, keep him
say, man, I don't know what you're doing, but keep your head up, man. Look, I try to, man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. You just got to keep your head up.
A chance.
All right.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking about the 16. Gets through and now an opening. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're
feeling right
now.
There you go.
How many times we watch 14-0 leads evaporate?
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays,
oh man, he's like, oh man,
like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So they hit pay dirt just one play.
We mad for that loss we had last week.
A very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this.
See what happens if I kick it on this side.
This will be taken about the 12. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Need some big hitters on the team.
Makes their way back out. NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Y'all steady like running.
Have to guard against is carry every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he's gone. Nowhere to escape, and
Fletcher.
He goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Now.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Damn.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Yeah, right through the middle. Right through that window.
Past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
Oh, McFarland got it wide open down the middle.
Now he'll make the throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, he caught it.
Down the middle, and it's
yes.
complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Now a give right side.
Oh,
McCray. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Take your time, y'all. Take your time.
In this 1st half of action.
We're on some blowout action.
And we remind you, coming up
Showing blitz, huh?
We'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando.
There you go. Somebody ain't even thinking about.
Scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Watch the curl.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh,
looking for
wow.
the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Unfortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh!
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Damn.
Down at the 2. And the return just out
He been waiting on that one.
To the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is gone.
Yeah, you better be scared.
The field, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Fletcher.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Niners going to settle for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
About time.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
About time I got you a touchdown.
From 19 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point up and good. And a route is on here in this first half.
Sure is.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Interception. That was about to be an interception.
Incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter.
Damn. Due to time constraints.
And now due to apparent time constraints.
There you go.
We fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
There you go.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. McCray, he's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Oh, he hurt.
He's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. Britton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the double. Mike, 57. Squeeze, double. Get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision.
He's averaging 20-something yards a catch.
Just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Rule short of return soon.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it nice.
Shit.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the
Trying to keep that shit, man. Damn.
You got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Their defensive member, John Johnson, to knock it free. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Almost intercepted.
Complete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now gone. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's put that team on the hook.
Open man is Howard, the tight end.
What you thought?
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
Out of the gun, Goff. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete.
You ain't gonna keep trying it.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Come on, man.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Bitch.
Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now.
Man, what the hell happened?
The Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded about a yard deep.
I don't even know why I brought it out.
Not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll be stopped right at
Look at Forrest.
18 yards.
Run, Forrest. Run.
I know many people like
Forrest is a sleeper wide receiver for me.
Position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot.
Might as well.
Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Robinson's got it.
Damn.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And he hauls it in.
There we go.
Zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and through.
That's right.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This will be fielded at the 8. Sheds another. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view
He dropped
when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Goff on third down. And he finds Howard complete.
That should be behind the line.
And he will lose yardage.
Yes, because he was running.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught
Right
is catch
there,
the
he
football,
started
don't
running.
drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah,
He caught it.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the
First
football.
down.
Might have to put it #1
What?
for what we've seen this season.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that.
Big.
That's big time.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Goff now looks to throw.
Ooh.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught by Howard.
But they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Goff. This is caught. Well, they get one back.
Damn, man.
Touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing.
I should have did man-to-man.
He's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
I don't know what y'all doing this for. Practice?
And the 49er
What was
team
that, practice?
does its
Shit.
job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long.
They had to run their motherfucking mouth.
Revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Goff got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
And 96 is coming. We don't like 96.
To the air again. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all
he caught it.
Down and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Shit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 49ers
Damn, Kittle was wide open.
First of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Called out a very strong gain of 24. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Let's see who get it.
So here's a 1st and 10.
Forrest, I might give you a shot here, bro.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield.
Forrest!
Caught
Forrest!
And he
Look
takes
at
it in for a score
Forrest!
on the game's
Ah,
final play, so it doesn't
damn!
affect the outcome.
Boy, I
They've
got a
whipped cream on top
sleeper.
to their ending.
Or as our friends in
I got a
Bayou
sleeper
Country would
wide
say,
receiver.
that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game.
Look
with
at
it already well in
Forrest.
hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the
I did
argument
not
get it on the other
expect
side
that.
is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the
I
points
did
for
not
me.
expect
They're not
that.
worried about
I
hurt
ain't gonna
feelings or anything
front.
like that. That's just new age stuff.
Damn. The best possible outcome happened.
As that will be the final action in this
It could have been intercepted. He could have got tackled. He could have dropped it.
End of this one, the score on the final play
Let
that they
alone
didn't
get
need to have.
tackled.
They didn't just run out the clock, though.
Look, that's a highlight.
Total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
All right, we back to where we belong.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a
They
chance
ain't
to
making
redeem
it.
themselves at home next week. Thanks for
436
tuning in,
yards
everybody. Alongside
passing.
Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
McCray got him $1.27. One TD. McFarland got $1.38 with no TDs. My bad, homie. Everybody else got one. Kittle, McLaughlin, Forrest, Robinson. Everybody got a TD but you, homie. All right, middle linebacker Curtis Burrow. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a contract extension, man. Fletcher got 3 tackles for loss. Reddick, Batten, O'Neal, Abbott, and a slew of people. Sacks. Fletcher got a sack. Reese got a sack. Okay, no interceptions though. We ain't gonna worry about that right now. One fewer rushing 2 days. Airmail through a rush for 150 total yards. I didn't do that. Get 50 sacks. Got that done. 2010 rushing yards at 92%. Kiss the ring. 5,000 passing yards, 82%. Get 300 first downs, 79%. Get 20 interceptions, 40%. Look at McCray. Find out what you've earned from the previous game. All things considered, I'm pretty happy with our front 7 after the game today. Very few teams can say they held Gurley to under 4 yards per carry, but at the end of the day, we did our job, we got the win, and that's a huge weight off my shoulders. 5 XP for entire defensive line. How old are you? 26 for 3 years, you'll be 29. I'll give you 4 years. Alright, so you're signed. A couple more games before I pay anybody else. And that'll do it. We have Miami for tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. Bears is Thursday night, and we back here Sunday for the last game against the Rams. Thank y'all for tuning in, taking the time to watch and enjoy the show. This has been an A-Slab Productions, and I'm out.